Congress is at this hour scrambling to hash out a deal that could stop a government shutdown. Congressman Raul Labrador of Idaho joins us for an update on those negotiations. Congressman, I've got two questions in order. What's going to happen, likely happen, and what ought to happen?
What's going to happen, I believe, or likely to happen, is that we're going to have a short-term CR, whether it's the 4-week or maybe a 3-week CR.
Continuing resolution to fund the government.
Continuing resolution to fund the government. The Democrats right now are pretty desperate because they thought they had the upper hand when they went to these negotiations. They thought that they were going to win, but I think they started realizing that the American people are turning against them. If they shut down the government because of illegal immigration, I don't think anyone's going to stand with them except for their base.
Right.
And I think they're starting to believe that, and you can see a little bit of desperation with Chuck Schumer going to the White House, with kind of some of the things that they're doing. I believe right now, maybe even at this time, they're having a conference with all the Senate Democrats. They're talking to each other. So I think something's going to happen. What should happen is that we should just have a full government funding for the rest of the year. We need to stop playing these games.
Right.
You know, we've done 4 CRs in the House of Representatives, continuing resolutions. We actually passed a funding bill about 6 months ago. The House of Representatives has done their job. We decided that we wanted to fully fund the government. We did everything that we needed to do, and the Senate continues to piddle around and do nothing. And it's frustrating, not just the Democrats, but the Republicans in the Senate. They need to change their rules. They need to figure out how it is that we're going to be able to get 51 people to vote for a funding bill. We shouldn't be subjected to the Democrats' demands on every one of these funding bills every single time. We have all 3 branches of government. We have the 2 houses and the White House. We should be able to just
but it's you don't have to tie DACA to funding the government. The Constitution doesn't specify you have to legalize people here illegally before you fund the government.
No, it's the Democrats who want to do that.
Right.
And they want to shut down the government because they want to put the priorities of illegal immigrants ahead of the American people. And I think we need to make that clear to the American people. In fact, I have told the president and I have told my leadership that DACA is not something that has to happen. We have a deadline of March 15th or whatever that deadline is, but there's really no deadline. DACA does not have to happen. Funding the government has to happen.
Right. Well, that's the order of the priorities. I think most people would agree on both sides. Someone we've lost that. Congressman, thank you for that very clearest explanation I've heard, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, the left is treating the approaching shutdown more seriously than a ballistic missile headed for Hawaii. If you haven't seen their reactions, get a beer. We've got them for you.